Shut up and sit down.
Hey, and welcome to the Freja MMA podcast, where it doesn't matter if you're a casual fan or a championship fighter. Join us in our discussion about the beautiful sport which is mixed martial arts. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of the Freja MMA podcast. Swedish MMA is back with the biggest promotion coming out of Sweden in Superior Challenge, and they have an amazing card coming up. There's already the lined up fight between Tobias Harela and Adam Westland, which is going to be a barn burner. Trust me, you don't want to miss that. But they also have David Björkheden looking to defend his title against today's guest, Håkon Foss. Døden is his fight name, so you know he's one to watch. He's a great striker, a great grappler. If you haven't seen his fights in Cage Warriors, where have you been? He has a great fighting style and a great mentality on life. So here it is, the interview with Håkon, Døden Foss. Thank you for joining me, Håkon. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm doing good. Nice to be here.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Another frontline guy on my podcast, so it should be a fun one.
You had Moston and Jack on last time?
Yeah, exactly. So
awesome.
First of all, congratulations on the fight news. The Welterweight Championship, is that correct? The Superior Challenge?
Yeah. Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting that fight, but I'm glad I got it.
Yeah, I guess it's been a bit of a quiet time during this Corona time. How have you been dealing with the whole coronavirus issues at the moment?
I was at home a lot in the beginning, when the crisis came and the pandemic came, and I just been a lot with my son and training a little bit outside, and not too much MMA in the summer, but a lot of strength and condition and stuff like that.
You said your son has an awesome name at the from what I've heard. I mean, the Norse mythology is really going through this podcast.
Yeah, his name is Odin, so Odin King Foss, his name. Yeah, that's his name.
That's wicked.
Yeah.
So coming back to Sweden for your next fight, have you heard if there's going to be any fans in the arena, or will it be a quiet arena like the other shows that we've seen?
I'm not quite sure. I asked, but they wasn't sure either. So it's all up to the authority. But I heard it was like TV shows and stuff like that starting to have fans and stuff. So I don't know.
Okay, so we'll go a bit to the beginning on your beginnings in your MMA journey. So how exactly did you start in MMA, and were you with Frontline from the beginning, and how was that?
I started. You want to go to the beginning, or
go as back as you remember, man.
All right, cool. I started with wrestling when I was like 3-4 years old. That was my first time on the wrestling mats. So in a Swedish club in Falköping. So my uncle was a national wrestler. He was in the Olympic 2 times. So he was the trainer. So I was wrestling to like I was 15 years old, and then I had a long break to like when I was 19, and I started Muay Thai in Thailand, and I moved up to Norway, back to Norway again, and then I started with boxing and Thai boxing there. And then there were some guy that told me, why don't you do MMA? You have wrestling background. So I just told him, I don't know, is there any place here that has it? So he told me, no, but Frontline Academy has Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So I went there and starting with the gi under Teta. And after that, Mossen started to have classes in MMA. So I just jumped ship and went to his classes.
That's an awesome story as well. And I've seen your fighting style live, and you could really see your Thai boxing and jiu-jitsu in there as well. So I was really impressed when I watched you last.
All right, cool. Where did you see it?
I think it was the first show in Sweden. Did you fight in Sweden in Cage Warriors?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that one, I think.
Okay, cool.
And your fighting career as well. This is who's who of great opponents that you've had. What is the deal with Cage Warriors now? Are you still with them? Is this like a one-off outside of the promotion?
I don't know. I had like a contract, but when the pandemic, fucking hard word, pandemic, yeah. When it came, they told me if you get fights outside the Cage Warriors, you can take the fight, stuff like that. So, and I think they had like 3 events now in a row, and it looked like they only had fighters from the UK area. So, but I don't know what's the deal with Cage Warriors right now.
Well, I guess it's a smaller trip for you as well to just come to Stockholm to do Superior Challenge.
Yeah, for sure. I really love to fight in Sweden. I have a lot of friends and family in Sweden, so it's awesome.
Yeah, and I think the last Superior Challenge, there was a bit of a frontline raiding party there that a lot of frontline fighters, Kenneth Berry, who else was in there? There was a few frontline fighters that came over and dominated in Superior Challenge. Are you looking to continue that role there?
Yeah, of course. I think it was Kent Berg and Martin Hamlet. So they put on a great show. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to a fight there. I've been wanting to fight there a long time because Superior Challenge is a really great organization, and it has a long history of many good fighters. So it's top quality shit.
Yeah, definitely. And they're also saying that they do have the largest cage in MMA. So do you think that could play a factor in any kind of game plan, knowing that you do have the space in the cage?
Yeah, for sure. I like to move around, and David he likes to wrestle a lot. So I think it's good for me that the cage is big.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you if you knew much about David Bill Caden, who will be your opponent. So I've seen that you have been doing a bit of game planning there.
Yeah, only in my head. I haven't been laying out the game plan with my coaches yet, but they know what I'm gonna do, and I'm just gonna follow that. So, but I know a lot about David. I started to. I think I started MMA, pro MMA 2012, and that's the year I think he was in the UFC. So I was just following him then when he was in the UFC. So it's kind of crazy I'm fighting him now.
So you feel like it's a great opportunity to fight a UFC veteran in Superior Challenge?
Of course. I only want to fight big names in this game.
Yeah, and I've seen as well in the way that you fight, you are like a prize fighter. You can see that you're fighting for the fans that you want to put on a show. So I'm sure it will be an unmissable fight at Superior.
Yeah, I really hope we can bang it out. So I like it when the fight gets like really chaotic. So
But do you feel like if there won't be any fans, that you will miss the cheering and the excitement of the fans when it does become chaotic like that? Or have you prepared mentally to get through that?
uh, I've been like wrestling a lot of in tournaments and stuff like that, and it's not like a lot of fans there, so it doesn't bother me. And one of my first fights was in a gym's hall, 12 o'clock in the noon, and no fans, just me and him. So I like it when it's quiet too. It doesn't matter if the fans are there or not.
So you spoke a bit about your background, saying about you were wrestled and then went to Muay Thai and things like that. What would you say to people that are just starting up would be the best combination of fighting styles to mix together, or would it be to go straight into MMA classes now that they are available?
Yeah, if you have a really good MMA coach, then you should do that. But if you have like a bad MMA coach, or not bad, but not well-rounded, then you should I think you should get your basics in wrestling and in grappling first, and and maybe like don't do like pure Muay Thai because of the movement is not quite the same pace that MMA is. So yeah, I think maybe kickboxing is good for MMA too.
So something to have a good stand to be able to wrestle out of it as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So you see a lot of guys that come from Muay Thai. They are very on the back foot, and they don't have head movements and stuff like that. So if you have some fighting like kickboxing, you have more movement.
So in the podcast previously with Jack and Mosen, they spoke about this hotel fighting championship that they said that you have been a part of as well. So I guess
Yeah,
during this camp, you will be the one that can just watch the others fight and sit back and enjoy it.
yeah. Hopefully I can get the both of those guys with me in the corner. I'm not quite sure, uh, but Jack, the problem is Jack have a fight 1 week later with Darren Till, so I think he can't be touched before that fight. So I need Mossen to find someone else to wrestle with. So I'll do the hotel fight.
Yeah, you can take
But
Kenneth Berger with you. I've been wanting to see them
yeah,
two grapple at least.
yeah, for sure.
And your name was tossed around in the previous podcast. Mosen did say that you are the worst fighter in the Hotel Grappling Championship, so I think you got to beat him for that one at least.
Yeah. I'm gonna need to take my revenge. He's really cocky than when he won last time. I had an injury and stuff like that, so
No, but I feel like this kind of team playing, should I say, is great for the mental of the fighters at least. I mean,
of course,
it really seems
of
like
course.
Frontline is having fun with their fighters as well as really building up some beasts in that gym.
Yeah, of course. We have a lot of fun. We sometimes in training we play like ghost ball and joke around a lot, and it's all good every day.
So I'll ask you a similar question than I asked them. I asked about Jack coming from his loss with Cannonier, and when he went back to the gym, what happened and how he mentally got over that. I can ask you the same thing from your previous losses. What happens when you go back to the gym, and what do you do to mentally build yourself up again as a fighter?
Mm, first off, I'm trying to just go through what happened in the fight. Some of my losses, the recently lost, anyways, was it's hard for me because I wanted to win that fight so bad, but I had an injury, so from the previous fight there, and it wasn't properly healed. So that was a really big factor because the injury was in the face. So but I was like thinking, I'm trying to like see what I can do better, trying to look at the tape and talk to the guys and see what they think about what went wrong and what I should do next time. Sometimes it's really hard to forget a loss, but you can't do nothing about it. You just need to keep on moving and focus on the next one.
Yeah, I agree. And, you got a big one on your next one as well. I mean, a championship fight coming off a loss. But I really do think, as I said, looking at your record, you've only fought people that have gone up to the top of Cage Warriors or gone through to the UFC. So you could really see that they are top-notch opponents.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why I'm in this sport as well. It's like I don't want to fight nobody's. I need to be tested, and I think I can be like a top fighter in any organization.
Yeah, especially saying that you went into that fight with an injury, so I guess 100% Håkon Foss is one to test.
Yeah, of course.
So we'll speak a bit about your nickname. I saw on a few websites it says Døden, and on a few websites it says Death. How did that come about, and who gave that to you?
It's Døden, and it's from childhood friends. When I was younger, they just started calling me. I didn't ask why first, and then I was like, why the fuck they were calling me Døden? And they told me there are a TV show in Sweden, and I had like the same posture as the one of the character in that show, and I was like, they saw a similarity of me and him, so that's what started it.
So quite similar to Jack and his Joker kind of nickname.
Yeah.
So teasing children in the school about look at where are they now kind of thing. It's like children teasing you in the school, but where are they now? And now you've brought the name and used it as yourself kind of thing.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So looking past, I know it's a bit difficult to look past, but looking past Superior Challenge, what would be next for you, and what do you want from your MMA legacy?
I just want to get good fights, earn a little bit of money, and trying to build up my record little more, and try to maybe one day sign with a bigger organization like Bellator or ONE FC, and of course UFC. But I'm not looking past David. This is it's like a dream come true for me to fight for a belt too. So my focus is there right now. But if when I win this fight, I hopefully get an offer from somebody else, or I am defending the belt.
Yeah, that sounds great. And usually around this time, we give the opportunity to our guests to thank any sponsors, any inspiration, any friends or family. So this will be your time to do that now.
Yeah, I want to thank Usury, Fight Sport, and Pacific Poke, and Grand Barber here at Moss, there I live. And I want to thank you, my fans that are cheering me on and pushing me to fight, and my teammates, my girlfriend, and my son, and my family.
The biggest screaming fan in the background, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's soon nighttime, so
yeah, so I wish you the best of luck for that fight. I'll probably speak to you soon in the build up of that fight, and I wish you the best, and I'll speak to you soon, I guess.
thank you so
All right,
much.
thank you.